So you're thinking of moving to the South Carolina Lowcountry, and maybe you love boating or you love the idea of boating. Well, that's perfect, because in today's video, me and Bodacious here, Bodie, say hi. Me and Bodie are gonna go out on the boat and we're gonna show you some of the waterways, and we're actually gonna take a trip over to Hilton Head Island, which is a short little boat ride. So hang on for the ride, and I hope you enjoy yourself. Want to know everything there is to know about the South Carolina Lowcountry, whether it's Bluffton, Beaufort, Hilton Head Island, or Jasper County? Then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about the current market here in the South Carolina Lowcountry. My name is David Simcox, host of Lowcountry Lifestyles and a local realtor. I get calls and emails every day from people just like you and you and you looking to make their move here, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're making your move in 3 days, 3 months, or 3 years, give me a call, send me an email, send me a text, or you can book a Zoom call, all in the description below, so I can help you find your Lowcountry lifestyle. Today, I'm gonna show you the South Carolina Lowcountry by way of the water. So we're putting my boat in here at Bowen Hall Landing on UAW Creek, and we're gonna make our way over to Hilton Head Island. And again, it actually is faster for me to go to Hilton Head Island by water than it is by car. So again, not gonna be a lot of talking on this video, just wanna show you some of the scenery. I'll stop at a couple places along the way to point out where we're at. But overall, just hope you enjoy this boat ride. Be kind of a fun, laid-back day. And I got my dog Bodacious with me. Hopefully he'll enjoy it as well. So let's go ahead and get started right now. All right, so now we are inside my computer, and I wanted to show you exactly where we're going today before we jump in the boat. And so I'll be putting in at Bowen Hall Landing, which is the closest boat ramp to me. It's right up here. And if I were to go to Hilton Head Island by car, I would head over to 462, take that all the way down to 278, take it all the way along 278 over to Hilton Head Island, and end over in this area. And believe it or not, it would take me about 45 minutes to get over there by car. Now, if I go by boat, it actually only takes me about 35 minutes, and it's a much more beautiful ride. So hopefully you'll enjoy the boat ride as well. We are gonna start right here at Bolan Hall, and we're gonna come down. This is UAW Creek, and then we are gonna cut through this Hazzard neck, I think is what they call it. And then we're gonna come out here by Lemon Island Bridge, and there's another boat ramp right here. We're gonna stop there, and there's also the Port Royal Conservation Society or Conservation Building. I forget what it is, but they do a bunch of like field trips and stuff for kids out there, and they teach them about the low country and the ecology and the plants and the wildlife and the animals, and they take them out on boats. That's a really cool spot. I've taken my kids there and we've done some field trips. Then we're gonna keep going down this way, and it gets a lot deeper out here. Now you're in about 40 feet of water. And then we're gonna end up coming right down here to Hilton Head Island. And we're gonna stop right here at this beach. And this is a beach where a lot of times I pull my boat up on the beach and put my anchor out and let my kids just swim on the beach right here at Hilton Head Island. It'll be about a 35-minute ride for me. Of course, I will edit that so you don't have to watch for 35 minutes. But again, I just wanted to share some of the low country with you, some of the scenery and what it's like to go out boating here. So again, let's go ahead and jump in my boat now. All right, so we're gonna start our day on the water today at my favorite boat landing, which is Bowen Hall Landing. You might have seen me talk about this in some of my other videos. It is the closest boat landing to me, but it is also, in my opinion, the most beautiful boat landing here in the South Carolina Lowcountry. I got my dog Bodacious with me, got the boat fueled up and ready to go. So we're gonna hit the water and we're gonna head on out to Hilton Head Island. All right, as I leave the boat landing, I got all my charts set up. It's an absolutely beautiful morning out here. Got Bodacious with me. He's excited for the ride. Bodie, you ready to go? I think so. And we're gonna enjoy some of the most beautiful scenery this morning on this boat ride. I hope you enjoy the trip. And again, this channel's not all just about real estate, it's the lifestyle of the Lowcountry. So I hope you enjoy going along and seeing some of this beautiful scenery this morning. Here out in the South Carolina Lowcountry, there are some of these old plantation houses. This is the one that's right by Bowen Hall Landing, and I think it's just absolutely beautiful. All right, so I'm about to make my first turn, and I'm actually going to cut through a little area called Hazzard Neck, and it's a really skinny little channel up here. I'm going to turn and point so you can see it's right up there, and it's got a lot of oyster beds and things that I'm going to have to be really careful of. So I just point that out because if you're moving down here from places like New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, California, and you haven't been boating in this area, it does take a little bit of local knowledge. I personally use an app called Savvy Navi to help me get around, and it does have up-to-date information on the oyster beds and things like that, and the sandbars, which happen to move around. So even though it looks like you have plenty of water out here, there are certain spots where it may only be 1 foot deep, or there may be an oyster bed that you would see if it were low tide, but if it's higher tide, you might not see that. So definitely either go out with a local. If you're coming here and you buy a boat and you want to go out boating, go out with a local, or pay very close attention on Savvy Navi and just really pay attention to your depth. But anyway, I'm going to cut through this Hazzard Neck, and we're going to make our way out to the main river. All right, so I made it in through the inlet of Hazzard Neck Creek. I've got a little bit of a run here before I get out to the main river, as you can see out in front of me. It is a channel, and it's pretty deep all the way through here. I've got about 11 feet of depth. So it's really the inlet and the outlet of this little Hazzard Neck Creek that's a little bit hairy. So I'm going to go ahead and get up and go a little bit until I get to the other end of this little run. So this is something kind of cool I wanted to point out. I don't know if you can see it, but there is like someone's fish camp and a house they built out on a little private island out there, out in the middle of the marsh. So definitely kind of a cool spot if you want to hide away. All right, so we made it out of Hazzard Creek. Now we're out in the main river, and we're making our way up to that bridge, which is Lemon Island Bridge. And it looks like Bodie's having a good time. Bo, you having fun down there? Yeah, I think he's having a good time. So I'll check in with you guys again when we get up to Lemon Island Bridge. All right, so this right here is the Port Royal Sound Foundation Center, and they do a lot of different things for ecological research and education and awareness. Both of my kids have gone to field trip days there, and they take kids out on the boat and they teach them about all the different Spartina grass and all the wildlife and the fish and the birds. And it's really pretty awesome. And then right next door, you've got the South Carolina DNR building. That's the law enforcement. And right here is the Lemon Island Bridge, which is the first bridge that goes across over to Beaufort. There's another bridge just out that way. And there's also a couple of boat ramps right here on either side of this bridge. If you've got a bigger boat, this is probably a better place to put in. My next door neighbor has a much bigger, much faster, much nicer boat than me, and this is actually where he puts his boat in when we go out cruising with him. So let's keep going. All right, so I wanted to show you guys, this is one of those sandbars that I was telling you about. So we are out in the middle of this giant body of water, and just out of nowhere, you see this sandbar. So sandbars can be a lot of fun. A lot of people like to pull their boats up around it, let the kids and the dog get out and run around and maybe swim and goof around there. But since this is tidal and the water goes up and down, you definitely have to be careful, because if that's underwater and you don't know it's there, your boat could hit that sandbar. But again, sandbars can be a lot of fun, so just wanted to show you guys that before we keep moving on. All right, so we're getting close. We're only about 4 nautical miles from Hilton Head Island, and I don't know if you can see way off in the distance those trees. That is Hilton Head Island, so we are almost there. All right, guys, we made it. We are at Hilton Head Island, and this is the beach right just adjacent to Hilton Head Plantation. And actually, some days I'll take this boat ride and take my kids over here, and we'll pull up just off the beach and anchor out, and I'll let my kids swim right here on this beach. And it's just a fantastic place to hang out and enjoy a weekend. And sometimes we'll actually keep going over this way and head over to the restaurants like Hudson's. But today I have a real estate appointment at 3 o'clock. I have to meet a client to talk about Sun City. So I have to get going. I got to head back to the boat ramp, and hope you enjoyed that ride. I'm going to show you a little bit more footage on the ride back, and I'll talk to you back at the dock. But that was our little boat ride over to Hilton Head Island from Bowen Hall. And Bodie seems to be having a good time. Bo, you having fun down there? That's my boat dog. He does enjoy hanging out with me. So we're about halfway back to Lemon Island Bridge from Hilton Head Island now, and just wanted to point out that this big body of water right here is called the Chechesi River, and right now we're in about 41 feet of pure salt water. So anyway, just wanted to give you that little bit of information, and we're going to keep going. All right, so we're already back to Lemon Island Bridge and Lemon Island Landing right behind me. So we have a short little trip up to Hazzard Neck, cut, and then back up UAW Creek to Bowen Hall Landing. So I'll see you there. All right, guys, we are almost back to the dock here at Bowen Hall Landing, and I hope you enjoyed that fun little ride. It wasn't all real estate business today. I just wanted to show you some of the beautiful sights and let you experience the South Carolina Lowcountry on the river the way that we like to see it. Again, if I can help you find your Lowcountry lifestyle, be sure and give me a call, send me a text. You can book a Zoom call, all in the description down below. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest here in the South Carolina Lowcountry, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about everything happening here. Again, my name is David Simcox, host of the channel here and a local realtor, and it's been an absolute pleasure spending time with you today. Hope to see you either in person here in the South Carolina Lowcountry or at least on the next video. Have a great day.